Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another couch video. Let me read this title. Pay attention to the men winning with women. Now, it's cool that y'all come online and, check out content creators like myself, get some advice and everything. But what I always tell you, go out in the streets. Go out in the streets. And when you're out in the streets, especially if you're a man having trouble with women, pay attention to the men that you see with women. First of all, I always say that anyway. I say, look, just don't take what I'm saying for, gospel. Go out and try it. When I talk about body game, what do I say? Hit the gym or exercise and see what results you get. Now, I'll talk about body game at some other point. Oh, incidentally, every now and then I get somebody, just because I talk about other things, thinking I stopped talking about body game. I got 0 tolerance for stupidity. Anybody who's followed me know I've just said that's the foundation. I've always talked about everything else. That's just what I'm known for. But even then, pay attention. See who it works for in the streets. See who's with women. And, I know a lot of y'all might be on some lone wolf shit, but you got to have some friends. You got to know somebody. When you're on the job, which guys are the women going crazy over? Which ones are they always talking to? And if you really paying attention on the job, which ones are they sneaking around with? When you out and about in public, who's getting the women? I give you an example. Like this Saturday, I'm still getting better from the stroke. And, just as an aside, it seemed like I might have to say that almost every damn show. I was like, damn, y'all. I've been saying I had a stroke. People say, hey, you lost some weight and stuff. That tells me you ain't one of my riders. So, that's why I don't even respond. Because my riders, they already know, because they know from day one. I saw somebody driving the other day, gave him a ride to his spot and stuff, and he said, oh yeah, man, I saw that post you made. I was like, yeah. But anyway, right, pay attention, like see which men. Now, I was saying about me and my sons being out. Now, when I'm out and about with them, I'm always paying attention. Now, okay, like you always get a bunch of guys talking about, well, they're short, they won't get a woman and everything. So why I see a guy 5'3" walking around holding hands? Nah, I wouldn't put him at 5'3", I put him at 5'4". Why do I see him walking around holding hands with a fine young lady? Just in the mall, just holding hands too, just chilling. Because anybody thinking, oh, well, it's just some 6 feet thing or something. Well, dude, where do you live at? I see that all the time. Or I saw another guy, he would be considered dorky. He walking around with a decent woman. Now, that's another thing, too. If you out and about, you see, it's rare you're going to see guys with those, like, baddies or something like that for one simple reason. There ain't that many of them around. That's why I always say, too. I always say, be realistic. Be realistic about where you at. I still got to get used to this cell phone and looking, like, right into that little, it's not even a dot there. But anyway, right? Pay attention. And that's if you just see. Now, if you even knowing somebody, just ask them. Now, everything I talk about in my books, Nice Guys and Players, everything from my philosophy, I've been seeing it. It ain't like something I looked up. People be like, oh, did you read that somewhere? Or this was way before. People forget that people were having sex before, social media. Or even before those so-called PUAs and everything. They were having that way before. They were always around. There were always men who were winning with women. And, of course, some guys that think, well, it's changed now. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Because you know why? You still got to talk to the women. The only thing open now is women just more honest about their shit now. And men should, instead of getting mad about it, be true black people and just accept it and learn from it and turn it to your advantage. That's a whole other conversation. But look, pay attention. Seriously, ask yourself who's winning. It's just like if you want to make money, do you pay attention to the person who's homeless and begging money, or the person pushing a nice car, wearing nice clothes and stuff? You know? And like I said, this could be any place when you out and about, when you on a job, because even for some people, guys won't call themselves lone wolves, I'm sure you work somewhere. Most guys, most people still working somewhere. I know you got a small percentage of men who are working from home and shit, but usually they still going out something. You still going to a gym. If you go to a gym, who the women checking out? Who coming in there with their woman? Who up there talking to everybody? You know, that's all you have to do. All right. So when you start seeing everybody, then you start saying, "Oh, okay, like I'm known for body game." I've been noticing since the '70s, athletes and stuff get women. I've been noticing since the '70s, guys who just simply talk to women, just be able to have a good conversation with them, get women. They just cool and calm. I noticed since the '70s, guys who talking trash and say, "Oh, women this or that," or not being realistic, they ain't getting the women. See, that's something else too. Ask yourself, which guys are getting the women, which guys aren't. Which guys you see with women, which guys you never see them with women. Ask yourself those simple questions. You don't, look, like I said, even with what I tell you, go out and test it out. Go out. I don't mind. I'm still waiting for somebody to say they went out and they tested my stuff and it actually didn't work. I'm still waiting for it. Because even when some guys say something against it, they just throw some stuff out, right? Like, I gotta say, usually I try to avoid talking some trash about some dumbass comments, but one guy said, "No, women just want men who are celebrities." There ain't that many celebrities around, so how is it some bum dude got like 3 baby mamas? And that's another thing too. How you got some dudes who are just broke, they don't got no money, yet they got women lined up. And if you got some friends, you probably know at least one. So what they doing? And shit, are they looking like some fashion model or some shit? Hell, who's getting it? What they doing? And really, look, it come down to a woman, she wants to fuck the dude. Or, you know, she talked to him and she got along well. Even before, to get to that point, she had to talk to him, she had to click with him. Gave you the basics of the game. Shoot, you gotta have some good bait. So guys who dress well, keep themselves in decent shape. Boom. They can still gotta talk to the woman. I don't care, even with social media, even with dating apps and stuff. You still gotta talk to a woman. You still gotta have bait. If you want her to swipe right, she gotta like your picture. So, I mean, you gotta look at all of that stuff. Which men are winning? Learn from them. Sometimes just being around them. I learned a lot of game when I was younger, just being around some dudes who are getting women. Just being around them. Because you start picking up on some shit. Not imitating them, though. You still got to develop your own shit, your own style. Because then you can, like, say, "Oh, okay, they doing this." Now, here's the thing. If you doing the same things that other guy is doing, then you say, "Okay, let me tweak what I got if I'm having trouble." Or if you seeing the guys ain't getting any play, you doing the same thing, got the same attitudes and everything, shoot, then you know that don't work. It's just that simple, fellas. It's just that simple. But pay attention. See who's winning out here. That's who you pay attention to. If you see somebody losing, I don't listen to them. When I saw guys losing with women coming up, I ain't listening to anything they had to say. Listen, they be complaining and stuff. Meanwhile, this other guy ain't complaining and stuff, got women throwing it at him. Say, well, shit, let me see what he doing. And then see what I can adjust within myself to get the same results. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got for now, y'all. I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings.